This will be the last visualization training video that you will ever need to manifest your dream reality, right? So let's get right into it. So we will be talking about the target, relaxation and access, dimensionalizing and imprinting the subconscious, right? So the first step is to set a target for you to visualize, right? So you need to clearly articulate and specify your desired outcome, also known as your ideal parallel world, right? You need to make your vision so detailed that you can mentally write a script or blueprint of your future, right? So you need to write this vision down and describe it in detail. And once you do that, filter your goal by asking, does this vision lead to my desired reality? Right? Because you need to ensure your goals are aligned with your core being and that you sincerely want them, not just what you think you want, right? So make sure your vision is clearly what you want from within, not just the goal that others set for you. And once you've written them down, condense the achieved wish into a single, short, simple, and repeatable scene that vividly implies the fulfillment of that particular desire, right? So this could be a scene of being congratulated by a loved one or reading an announcement of a success, or it can be any scene that emits a positive emotion out of you, right? This scene should be viewed from a past tense perspective as if it has already happened, right? The scene should be ideally less than 10 seconds. And if your attention span is bad, you can decrease this further down to less than 5 seconds. But that means you just need to work on your attention span, right? So start meditating, start doing some attention exercises, and start reading a book, whatever you can do to shift yourself from the brain rot content that is destroying your attention span and move towards things that increase your attention span, like reading a book, watching a movie, watching some long form videos, right? But as for the time being, for you to manifest quickly, if you can't visualize your scene for 10 seconds continuously, then you can decrease it down, right? And the next step is relaxation and access. So visualization is most effective when the analytical mind is quieted, allowing access to the subconscious operating system, right? So you need to consciously choose to relax your body, aiming for a drowsy meditative state akin to sleep, also known as SATS, as Neville Goddard says, right? Now this state, characterized by alpha or theta brainwaves, is when the subconscious is most susceptible, right? So that's why you need to be in a meditative state so that you can imprint on a subconscious mind, right? So you must consciously relinquish attention from the big three, which is your physical body, your current environment, and linear time, right? You need to become nobody, no one, nothing, nowhere, and in no time. We are doing this to enter the field of pure consciousness. This field of pure consciousness is also called as the quantum field, the infinite intelligence, the all, whatever you may call it. But only when you enter the field of consciousness, you can access the subconscious mind, right? So close your eyes, take 3 to 5 deep breaths, and start concentrating on the blackness behind your eyelids, right? You need to do it for 3 to 5 minutes, completely absorbing yourself into that blackness, becoming that blackness, so that you can enter the field of pure consciousness, right? You need to understand that tension, effort, and analytical thoughts about how the manifestation will occur will force your mind back into high frequency beta waves, closing the door to subconscious, right? So you need to let go of all the analytical and logical thoughts and become pure blackness, become pure consciousness, right? So now let's talk about dimensionalizing, right? So you need to generate an internal experience so intense and complete that your brain perceives it as real lived memory, right? So you need to enter the scene in first person perspective. Visualize the scene from within, not by observing yourself as if watching a movie. If you observe it like watching a movie, then that is third person perspective. We don't want it, right? We want you to become the imagination, right? So you must act as the partaker thinking from the end, not the onlooker thinking of the end, right? So once you start imagining yourself from first person perspective, you need to activate every available sense, that is sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell, to create a fully dimensional virtual reality experience. Right? So you can touch the imaginary objects, hear imaginary voices. For example, a loved one or someone close to you congratulating you. Right? You can hug that person, feel their smell, and feel the textures in that particular scene. Right? And once you do that, gradually and naturally, you will introduce and sustain elevated emotions associated with that goal's fulfillment, such as gratitude, joy, love, appreciation, or relief. So why we are doing this? It is because emotions act as the magnetic charge that activates the thought, which is an electrical charge, creating a more powerful and coherent electromagnetic signal to the universe. Right? So you need to cultivate the feeling that the goal is already accomplished in the present moment. Right? And once you do that, you need to feel the emotion of gratitude, because this emotion is especially powerful because it is the emotional signature of something already having been received. Right? You can only feel grateful for the things you receive. You can only feel grateful for the things you already have. Right? So once you feel the fulfillment, start feeling grateful. And the fourth step is imprinting the subconscious. So powerful visualization is about consistent, relaxed repetition until the new state is permanently installed. Right? So you need to repeat the short, potent scene over and over and over and over and over again until it feels normal, natural, and effortless. Right? So repetition and emotion are key to instilling the idea deep into the subconscious mind. And the most advantageous times for this practice are immediately before falling asleep and immediately upon waking. Right? So during these times, the mind is naturally in a highly suggestible, subconsciously accessible state. Right? Because you are still in the alpha and theta brainwave states, so it is very much easier for you to imprint on the subconscious mind. So once you have generated the intense, fulfilled emotion and the mental picture that feels real, surrender the vision to the universal consciousness or infinite intelligence. So once you decide that you will have that desire, and imagine that you already had that desire, create that emotional experience, your job is done. You need to let go of it and let God or universe or infinite intelligence take care of the job. It's not your job in finding a way to bringing that particular reality to the present moment. That's not your job. Right? Your job is simply believe and have faith, have conviction that this is already done. You have already received that desire. Right? Now it is just a matter of time that that frequency gets materialized into physical reality. So this letting go means releasing the need to control the outcome, means, time, or location, and simply allowing the universe to orchestrate the how. It's not your job figuring out how it will manifest. Right? It's the universe job. So trust God and trust the universe that it will bring it to you. All the work that you need to do from now on, after you've generated that experience, is simply trust and have conviction that it has already happened. Right? So after each visualization session, just say, thank you universe, it is already done. Right? I will repeat it again, repeat after me. Thank you universe, it is already done. So whenever you have the thought about that desire not manifesting, just simply go back within and tell yourself, tell to the universe that it is already done. Thank you universe. Right? So once you do that, take that feeling of gratefulness to sleep or throughout your day. So after each visualization practice that you do, take that feeling of gratefulness throughout your day, or if you're doing it before sleep, then take that feeling of gratefulness to your sleep as well. Right? So yeah, after each session, carry the emotional state, which is the winner's frequency, into your day-to-day life. Right? Every thought, choice, and action must then proceed from the state of already having the wish fulfilled. But sometimes you may fall off, right? So when you do fall off or feel the pull of the old negative frequency, you must consciously return your attention to the fulfilled feeling again. Right? The more you revert back to your frequency, the more you need to return back to the fulfilled feeling. Right? So that's it. Visualization is such a powerful practice that everyone can do, because imagination is such a great tool, man. It is really great, right? All good things that I have manifested for the past 2 years, if I have to contribute it to one single tool, that will be imagination, right? So it is very much important you understand how visualization works and how to do it properly. There are tons of resources on the internet, but if you're watching this video till now, then you have every single bit of information that you need to manifest your dream reality. Right? So stop watching more videos, stop learning new things, and just implement every day, and just be aware of your thoughts, of your emotions that you feel, and you will manifest your dream reality. Right? This single practice will put you in the right frequency. And if you are in the right frequency, you will get the mental nudges on what action to take. Just take those actions and you will have your desired reality in as soon as possible. Right? The more properly you do it, the more dedicated and consistent you are in this practice, the more quicker your frequency gets materialized in physical reality. So that's it from me. Check out my free abundance course, link in the description, or you can just watch my free videos. No stress. So yeah, I will see you in another video.